While I was in London to judge the 2019 World Championship in Shoemaking, I was invited by my good friend Tony Gaziano of Gaziano Girling to view the special pair of shoes they made for His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales to commemorate his visit to their factory in Kettering. Join me as Tony gives us an exclusive first look at these special one-of-a-kind shoes. I'm Kirby Allison, and I love helping the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes. Join me as we explore the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition.
Hey,
Tony.
Kirby.
Hey, great
to
see you.
see you again.
Hey, thanks for having me to the shop.
No, it's a pleasure. Welcome to the UK.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the 2019 World Championship of Shoemaking was incredible, so it's always fun to be in town for that.
Yeah.
And, congratulations. I mean, you've had a really busy week between, the Permanent Style 2019 Artisan of the Year Award.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But then having your bespoke shoemaker, Daniel Wiegand, take gold or first place at the World Championship of Shoemaking was just astounding.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
But you didn't stop there. You have, Lewis, one of your apprentices, took sixth. And then Samuel Norsworthy, again, another apprentice, was competing in the World Championship of Patina. So, I don't know, you must be really proud of the team.
Well, to have, three guys working in our bespoke team that are kind of competing in these World Championships is amazing. I don't think there's a team around working for another company that have so much talent in one place. Yeah. It's really very, very exciting.
Not just that, but I think it really exemplified, in my opinion, just the culture that you've been able to build within your bespoke workshop of really seeking out, only the highest level of craftsmanship.
Yeah, I mean, we do it all around the factory. The factory guys, they don't get the exposure that the bespoke guys get. Yeah, but we have a way with working with the guys that we have a brilliant relationship with them. And now and again, some guys come along that are very, very special. Mm-hmm. And Lewis, Daniel, and Sam have manifested into extraordinary craftsmen.
Yeah, they have it, and I guess it's a good point. I mean, it's really a product of the culture of the entire company, not just the bespoke workshop.
Yeah.
The factory tour that we did with you guys the last time we were in London, just a year ago, actually, I think really kind of showcases, again, that attention to detail that you and Dean take to the factory also.
Yeah, I think it sometimes it's not always done intentionally, but for some reason we seem to be able to work with our staff to the point where right from sales down to the PR side, everybody in the company is so engaging and does 110%. They give 110%, which is. I'm totally kind of flattered about and they're great people.
Well, following you on Instagram, I mean, one of the reasons we're stopping by today is because we saw that you had the Prince of Wales visit the factory for a factory tour, and speaking to the quality and the craftsmanship that's coming out of the factory, you guys actually made a commemorative pair of shoes for him.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. No, that was an extraordinary experience. We got a phone call on the 3rd of January this year from the Lord Lieutenant, which is in the organisation in control of royal visits within the county of Northamptonshire.
Okay.
And they said to us that, His Royal Highness is going to visit the oldest and the youngest shoemakers in the county, so Tricker's 190-year-old celebration this year, and us being a mere 13 years old, he wanted to come and see what we did, and it was an amazing day, not just for me and Dean, but for the whole factory. Yeah. Everybody was excited with the whole buzz of the royal visit and everything that surrounded it, and we made some beautiful shoes to present to him.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to see the shoes. You have them here, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. I'll go and get them for you if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a reproduction of the shoe. I guess you made two pairs?
We made two pairs because, we just wanted to keep a pair for ourselves to kind of show. And, we have a little display in the factory where there's a picture of Prince Charles signing the book, and with the shoes next to him. Amazing. So you know, it's a nice thing, you know, when people come visit the factory,
Yeah.
we can show them and the actual shoe that was made. But it's a very classic, beautifully made.
Yeah. So this is a standard factory-made shoe. I mean, other than just everyone kind of minding their P's and Q's, I mean, this is the same product that comes out of the factory for all of your Gaziano shoes.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the idea was to base the shoe on probably what's our most well-known shoe, which is the St. James model. So, you know, we wanted to have something, Prince Charles to have something which was iconic to G&G. And so what we did was we took the new classic last, which is a very, very classic round toe. We used the traditional St. James's model, and then we produced a unique toe medallion, which was based on the Prince of Wales feathers. So, and then we added a little bit on the back, which is an engraved Prince of Wales feathers.
Now this is laser engraved right there.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's another capability that you guys now have within the factory is the laser.
We do.
engraving.
I mean, we don't use it very often. We use it for specific shoes, but it comes in handy when we're doing some complicated work. You know, customers sometimes they would like their initials on the inside of the heel, so we can laser engrave their initials on there, and we also incorporate it in some of the designs within the range.
And this kind of reflects, I mean, the MTO program that you guys have, where you know really a customer could come in and say, okay, I want the St. James's too, but I want to use this last, and then you know I'd like a special toe medallion, or So what did he think of the shoes whenever he saw them?
He loved them. I mean, there's a funny story, you know, to that is that when we kind of presented the shoes to him, he was fascinated with the Prince of Wales feathers.
It's very elegant.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful design. You know, it was actually very difficult to kind of come up with the detail on a toe medallion and still look like the feathers design. So he left the shoes with us on the day in the factory and asked for them to be sent. And I didn't send them for probably a week because I was a little bit concerned about the fit because we made them on a 9F. And you know, after about a week, his valet got in contact with me and said, well, you know, where is His Royal Highness's shoes?
Yes.
Because
send the shoes to us, please.
Yeah, I mean, they said he loves them so much he wants to show them to Camilla.
Okay.
And so I said, well, I can send them. I said, but we really want to perfect the fit for His Royal Highness, so I suggest that we make him a pair of bespoke shoes. So his valet turned around and said, well, yes, but can you still send the shoes anyway, because he really wants to show them off. So we send the shoes.
It's quite flattering.
Yes, yeah, no, and we send the shoes to Clarence House, and we also got an invite there the week after to go and measure him. When we arrived at Clarence House, they escorted us to his bedroom, and we measured him. We did a full bespoke measure on him in his bedroom, and I asked him. I said, "Well, what happened to the shoes that we sent?" And he said, "Well, I gave them to Prince Harry. So Prince Harry's wearing them, and they fit him perfectly."
That's brilliant.
So you know, we really kind of managed to kind of get some shoes on Prince Harry, and now we're in the process of making a pair of bespoke shoes for His Royal Highness as well.
That's great. So how did you select the color? I mean, you know, my first inclination would have been you'd do a black, just because, you know, that's the most conservative shoe that you would typically see, you know, the Prince of Wales wearing, I would imagine. And here we've got a beautiful, what is this, almost a vintage Rioja?
It's well, it's actually a Margot.
Okay.
So it is similar to a vintage Rioja, but it's got more depth.
Okay.
So the patina, with the patina, we hand paint the finish on. So actually, this started off as
crushed leather.
Crushed leather, and almost like an off-white kind of yellow color. We layered different colors on it, and you can see the depth in there. You know, it's kind of dark in areas and light in other areas. It really is beautiful. The reason why we developed it in this color was because I did a little bit of research on what Prince Charles generally wears, and majority of what he wears is either oxblood or black shoes.
Okay.
We didn't really want to make him a pair of black shoes because we wanted to exhibit you know, or
The patina work.
Yeah, we wanted to show off the patina
Had to
work.
get Patina Pete in there.
Yeah, and so the other thing was as well is that I've always loved the Queen's Bentley colour, which is a very dark kind of burgundy. So
you know, of course, the color of the Bentley, they call it, you know, the claret.
That's
The
right.
royal claret.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful burgundy.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, this is even a little bit deeper than that. And what I love about that color is it's one of the most versatile colors next to black. I mean, you can wear it with black, you can wear it with navy, you can wear it with gray,
yeah.
and it still retains its formality, yet while offering as, you know, some color.
Yes, yeah. I mean, His Royal Highness is quite conservative in most times, so you know we needed a colour that we need the versatility from that colour, you know, that he can wear with those different suits. And so yeah, this was the choice really that we came up with for him. So
Well, that's great. So you guys are, I guess, fast away working on his bespoke shoes. What stage are those shoes in right now?
the stage that they're at is that we're just about to produce the first fitting.
Okay. And
So-
who did the last? Was it Dean?
No, I did the last.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, I took the measure. I did the last, and then our bespoke team that have just won the awards. They're kind of putting the fitting together, and you know, in around about a week, 10 days time, we're going to go to the palace and kind of fit him
Fit
up
the shoe.
and see how they fit.
Wow, unbelievable. Well, that's exciting. I mean, that'd be pretty amazing if that was able to lead to some type of royal warrant.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're hoping. You know, is I think some of the shoes that he's got probably suited him maybe 20, 30 years ago, but he's a 70-year-old gentleman now that spent his life on his feet, and I think we're in a perfect position to kind of make him a shoe that's not only aesthetically beautiful, but it's internally extremely comfortable and beneficial to him spending his feet all day on his feet.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a real opportunity there for us to continue making shoes for him.
So whenever you're with the Prince of Wales in a week's time with this fitting, you can now tell him that his shoes are going to be made by the 2019 World Championship of Shoemaking.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I shall make sure that he knows that.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again, and you know, thanks for showing us this beautiful shoe. I mean, it's gorgeous. You'll have to let me know whenever it's available for order, because this particular model with that patina is striking.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Again, Tony, thank you again. I look forward to seeing Dean. I think he's going to be here in a bit. So, you know, beautiful shoes, and, you know, keep us posted on everything that's going on.
All right, thank you, Kirby. Thank you.